the juices flowing like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the Palouse, Pullman, Washington Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Washington State's offense will go to work first. Guys, every now and then you can take the emotion of rivalries for granted, but last year when the Huskies and Cougars got together, that was as dramatic as anything you could think of, a cathartic win for the Cougs, who sent UW off with an L.
This is a tremendous rivalry, the Apple Cup, and it looks a little bit different now that they're no longer conference opponents, but that doesn't mean they don't like each other any less, David. These two teams go at it. The fan bases dislike each other enormously, and we're expecting a great one today.
Well, and you always love it with the bragging rights, right? In the state of Washington, whoever wins this football game, you get to talk. Last year, Rodgers puts up a bunch of numbers, but it wasn't enough. Washington State got the dub. Big game, big matchup.
From the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Washington State sends out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll take it on the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So Washington's offense will go to work for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy's a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
The Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Williams will pass. Throws to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's Coleman. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. He's got it. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got it in the middle, it's Meredith. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Washington State will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the single back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking for space, it's Coleman. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Williams looking for a man. Pulls it in. It's Boston. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll throw on third down. Finds a tight end. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Ellison. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
He'll sneak it. Got the first down. Looking for more. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
And I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy that with conference realignment, they were able to keep this game on the schedule because it is always fun to watch.
It is fun, and it's for the Apple Cup. And here's the cool thing. These teams, they're not in the same conference anymore. They used to be for years. But this rivalry still lives because it still matters to the Washington and Washington State fans.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards, but if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down, and guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try the run. Runs through a tackle. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. The give on the inside. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's complete on the right side. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff from the gun. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what.
Oh, he's got some space. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They're dealing with a second and long. Give to the back. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. And the Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Williams will pass. Got his man on the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Washington comes to the line with a first and goal. Snap in the shotgun. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Poor starting field position here for this offense. The handoff to Johnson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Backed up in their own end, it's 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Fires downfield. Pulls it in. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Grab behind the line. It's Ellison. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Wants to bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Williams looking for a man. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Quickly to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Huskies come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Finds his man. It's Williams. Turning it on. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught near the sideline, it's Ellison. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got it. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll run it from the gun. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Gets away from one, finds some space. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. Williams will pass. Bringing the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Evans. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington State ready to boot it away to start the third quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. The inside handoff. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Williams looking for a man. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Evans. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Huskies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Grabs it up the 25-inch stride. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Washington coming to the line with another first down. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one. Washington State will have to boot it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Still looking on the move.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You can see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Williams will pass. Gonna take a shot. He's got it at the 20. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Using his legs, it's Coleman. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Pressure coming. Now improvising. Touchdown, Huskies. And the route is on.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. They'll leave it with him. Finds a little space. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They boot it away on 4th down. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. The give to the lone running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Williams looking for a man. Pulls it in. It's Evans. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Looking to move the chains. Washington now on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get him. the line and pick up the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Unloads it left, and he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He makes a catch. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Touchdown, Huskies! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give on the option. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. This Husky defense, David, it's like they've got Vita Vea and Steve Emtman up front, Joe Tryon as a backer, and Marcus Peters in the secondary. There's purple everywhere.
You're right, from front to back. Guys up front on the defensive line eating them up, doing a great job in the secondary and linebacker. Complete performance from this UW defense.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On the move at the 30. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, that incompletion really tells the story of this football game. If you don't score touchdowns, it's really hard to win games. They haven't found themselves in the end zone at all in this game.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ellison. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jeff.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covered. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
The Huskies had that dog in them in this one, taking down the Cougs for the Apple Cup and the Governor's Trophy.